The management practice course is, in our new curriculum, the vehicle that makes sure that what we're teaching in the business school is integrated to the real world. We're unique in our solution with this management practice course and the ability to have real-world practitioners come in and help us address a problem. And this is where our small size really helps us. We just have a greater intimacy between the link between the students and that outside partner that's helping us do this.
I think one of the benefits of the management practice course is that it provides a forum for you to truly act as a decision maker. One of our most recent projects was to work with the Grady healthcare system, one of the largest healthcare systems in Atlanta, and determine how to make them profitable.
I think the students were challenged a bit more than perhaps they expected. So they were presented an open-ended question around a business problem, and they were challenged with finding out not only the answer, but how to get to the answer, where to get the information, how to interact with stakeholders, and so forth. So instead of just teaching them the functional expertise on how to think about the problem, they were taught how to go about solving the problem.
Grady was one. Another one that was a very large privately owned company, Rogers Electric, which is one of the largest electrical contractors in the United States.
JB, the Associate Dean, asked me to participate in the class and help facilitate the question of how to grow in a down economy. I submitted data to the students and allowed them to answer questions and filter through some of the growth scenarios that we're struggling with today.
The great thing about this project was that we actually had the CEO buy-in, and he was really interested to hear a recommendation. So what we came up with this project was something that the CEO is going to look at to further drive his business and revenues, and that's really exciting.
I think our professors really stretch us to consider ourselves in the shoes of new associates at the companies that we're going to be working in a few years. And so having that tangible hands-on practice prior to entering the workforce is a benefit.
And it also helped us with our internship search and interviewing because we have a tangible project that we're able to refer to and we've learned from. It also helped take away kind of the nerves and the freak out factor of when you get to a job and you're handed a project, you don't have to waste time and think of how am I going to approach this because we've already done it in MP.
We're involved with multiple grad schools, but what we see Goizueta doing differently is trying to train students to deal with situations that are more ambiguous, that have a 2 or 3 year lead time to where the decision you make, the impacts from the decision you made really won't be acknowledged till sometime in the future. And so that means making decisions with imperfect data. And that's more difficult and more difficult to educate and train. And that's what we're looking for in the marketplace.
The value that Goizueta brings is that they personalize education for their students. They teach students how to solve problems in a way that is similar to how problems present themselves in the real world. Instead of just teaching students how to think functionally, they teach them how to solve problems cross-functionally.
Why are we doing this course? It's because employers said students need to be better thinkers. Students need to know not simply this financial model or these accounting terms or this strategy technique. They need to know how to take it from the classroom and put it into the real world.